Yep. You have to use what you got to get what you want. Come on, Players Club. You got to use what you got to get what you want. Okay, maybe it's not that provocative in today's message, first of all. Second of all, is Mr. B Rockstar. If you didn't know, you're a rock star as well. Spoken word professional, expert, and CEO. But more importantly, I am a loving son and the drunk uncle at the cookout, aka the Drunkle. We are back with more performance science. Like I said, we're dropping a performance gem every single day. This week, we're talking all about say it with your chest. If you missed the whole week about Wake the Spirit, watch Wake the Spirit first, then come watch these lives about say it with your chest. But today, we're talking about the gain of the microphone. The last 2 days, we've talked about how to say it with your chest. There's a standard level and there's a sweet spot. And you take the standard level and the sweet spot, you mix those two together, and you'll have an ideal volume and an ideal way to go about your performance. The next thing we want to add to that is understanding the gain of the microphone. There is a gain in the microphone. Yes, now I know a lot of us, a lot of especially spoken word artists. Come on, I wish I could zoom in. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can zoom in. Up, spoken word artists. Y'all don't like using microphones. I get it. You want to be cool. It's fine. You feel more comfortable without the microphone. Blasphemy. Sometimes, a lot of times, you really need that microphone. It's just going to help you soak up the energy and the air in the room and keep people engaged at a high level, okay? So we're talking about the gain of the microphone. What is the gain of the microphone? The gain of the microphone basically means there's an invisible circle, an invisible sphere around the mic. And within that sphere is when it starts to pick up the volume of your voice. Does that make sense to you? The volume of your voice is picked up once you get close enough to the microphone. That is the gain of the microphone. If the microphone has a very low gain, then that means you have to get very, very close. I wish I had a microphone. It's in the house. I'm not going back in the house. It's freezing outside. So if the gain is really low on the microphone, you have to get very, very close to it in order to be heard through the speakers. If the microphone has a really high gain, then that means you can be kind of farther away from the microphone and it still picks up the sound of your voice. Your job as a performer is to figure out what is the gain of the microphone. Now, like I said yesterday, the best way to do all of this stuff is to just do a sound check before the show starts. But most of y'all are getting there an hour late, an hour and a half late. I already know what time it is. I'm getting there 2 hours late, okay? So you have to study the gain of the microphone based on who's on stage. You're looking at the people on stage and you're noticing how loud or how low they are on stage, and also how close or how far they are away from the microphone, because that may be affecting the volume that's coming through the speakers. Second thing you want to look at is the host and the other performers using two different microphones. A lot of times you'll go to an event and the host will have a completely different microphone, and 9 times out of 10 that microphone is a lot more crispier and the gain is a lot more accurate on that microphone, and everybody else is kind of using this kind of shitty mic, right? So it's your job to understand that, okay? Your job to understand the gain of the microphone and how you can use it to adjust your volume once you get on stage. And you think about it, it's kind of like life. Like, here we go, y'all. We got to connect the performance science to a science in life. You have to use what you have to get what you want. And sometimes it's not that you don't have enough. It's just you don't know how to use what you already have. Come on now. We preaching this morning on this cold Sunday morning. Happy New Year's, y'all. Happy New Year's, y'all. You have to use what you got to get what you want. A lot of us think we don't have enough. No, you don't know how, you don't have enough knowledge about what you have to get to the next level. That's all I want to say today. Like I said, we're keeping these things short, y'all. We're keeping these things super short. I'm fired up today. Happy Kumba, happy creativity. You already know Happy New Year is tomorrow, I guess. You know, I don't know what y'all doing. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all.